All right, welcome back. You're still watching Question Time on Channels Television. Mr. Boboe Oyemi, the Co-Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, is still here with us, looking at the Corps as it is and what programs or policies have been brought to the fore since he came on board. Now, quite a lot has already been said in the first half. Now, let's come to the issue of the number plates. Of course, you've tried to talk extensively about that. We know that there's a new one out there now for people to acquire. How would you assess the exercise?
Put it on a scale with that of driver's license. I think
with the
Nigerians, let me say we have recorded about 90% in terms of number plates administration, because you see, both are revenue to the states, not to the core. Okay, you have a car. When you want to register your car, do you come to FRS? Do you pay to FRS? You pay to the state. It's a tripartite arrangement. FRSC is just like a facilitator. The fund goes to the states. The states just give a kind of administrative charges to the core. For example, like number plates, we produce for the states. The states administer. This is a road tax. It's not a road tax. You cannot say you have gone to road safety office to collect number plate or register your car. No, in Lagos, you go to Alausa, the Minister of Transportation, the Motor Licensing Authority. You take your vehicle there, you do all the documentation to get your number plates. You can't go to road safety office. Like, for example, in Lagos, Lagos have their own plants. Their own plant produced for Lagos states only. Other states, we produce for them. So we don't have interface with the public. But it's a revenue for the states, road taxes, and it's fine. And what we are talking about, that we need the records of all those vehicles registered. So it makes, that's the back end for enforcement, which is okay. So far so good, I think we're going. And the other aspect of the National Vehicle Identification Scheme now, as from 2015, we go on it. So, sustaining and improving it. That is not a problem. But I think it's a success story today. And we are happy with the uniformity we're experiencing. Now, enforcement comes in. We have the e-tablets now. We don't use long and again for booking. So again, the patrol team on the highway now, with the e-tablets, which the application, the vehicle registration database, drivers has been downloaded online. They can easily, if a vehicle is going, they can cross-check whether that number plate actually belongs to that vehicle. That is where enforcement comes in now. So, and sometimes we do observe that some number plates on a vehicle does not actually belong to it. So that's a criminal offense. So we not say I should not arrest them or impound the vehicle. I tell you I will impound it. On the more serious note, an offense has been committed. And again, let me tell you, another scenario. If the patrol team stops you and you cannot produce vehicle papers, what the law says is that at that point in time, it is a suspected stolen vehicle. The driver cannot move the vehicle again. The vehicle stands impounded, one, until you bring the papers, all the papers to show the true ownership. If after 24 hours you cannot produce the papers, it's a suspected stolen vehicle. And the law, they ask the police that the matter be referred to police after 24 hours. And some stolen vehicles have been recovered like that. I was just going through some mails over the weekend. And in the process of enforcement, the patrol team in Edo State, they detected some stolen vehicles. And the beauty of this new vehicle registration, the database, national database, is that if a vehicle is stolen in Nigeria, and if the chassis number has not been tampered with, any attempt to re-register it will be detected. Average of 1 per week is being detected. That's the beauty. And we're going to be working with the police. We've told the Nigerian police they should give us a list of all the stolen vehicles. Let's run the database. Peradventure, before the commencement, some of those suspected stolen vehicles have been registered. Then we can detect them. And then that means on the database, the full address of the owner and the phone number is there. So we just walk in and reach the person. So that's you see, the nation has been long overdue to have a robust ICT-based national database for both driver's license and enforcement. The police, all the security agencies don't need to be writing to FRSC asking for information. They have unrestricted access to the database. It makes criminal investigation much faster when you have access to the database. That's the beauty. That's the practice worldwide. And we're there now. Now, what's the next thing? is a robust database, improved on it, clean it up, and ensure it's used for the purpose, for enforcement, for investigation. Those are the things. And we move on. I think we should give the credit to Mr. President.
Now, let's even come closer to the issue of the, movement on our highways. Well, you've talked about some of these issues, some of these policies that you intend to bring to the fore, or some that are already in place. But, of course, it still has to do with a whole lot of enlightenment, on the part of road users, on the part of motor vehicle or vehicle owners. Now, how intense has that campaign been?
For almost 27 years, we've been doing advocacy, enlightenment, and education. Every morning, all the nationwide, in all the 250 commands formation, all the drivers arrested before they're allowed to pay or to go to court, whichever one they opt for, they are giving about 30, 60 minutes lectures. That is driver's education. Before you get captured for a driver's license, you get 30 minutes driver's education. And if you have a major infraction, you can be sentenced to 5 hours or 10 hours infraction in respect of that. We've been doing this, but get it right. Education minus enforcement is entertainment. In Nigeria, no matter, even if the total budget of the Federal Road Safety Corps is positioned with channels, NTA, AIT, for enlightenment and education, people will still say it's not adequate. This is a sustain. Even when the course started in 88, for the first 15 months, there was no bookings. It was on the highway, enlightenment, education, and till date, we still go to the churches and the mosques, to motor parks on enlightenment and education. We go to churches, mosques to appeal, to preach gospel according to Central Safety. We've been doing that. So we continue to sustain this. And you too, when you are driving, assist us in educating, in enlightening the people. It's a process that for years to come, people will just claim ignorance. But it is when they are arrested. We are talking about it's time to save a life. To save a life. That is the slogan now. Once you save a life, you have saved yourself. You must spread this message. The more you spread the message, that is why National Council of Education approved the infusion of road safety curriculum for primary and secondary schools up to GSS3. It's part of the education that we're talking about. So by the time your ward finishes GSS3, it's already enlightened on road safety. And we want to take it further. We're talking with we've discussed National Open University now. They're going to start running road safety management courses. The more people...
in the schools?
No, at university level. As for first degree, postgraduate, masters, and even up to doctoral program.
But why not at the secondary school level too?
No, we have it already at secondary school level, up to GSS3. That's the policy of the National Council, the approval given by National Council of Education, because they said that the wards, they are too loaded with so many courses. Their brain, they're being loaded, considering their age, the stress being experienced. So and I think once you can educate a child from nursery, from primary to secondary school, GSS3, on road safety, I believe you've been able to plant something that will grow. And I'm beginning to see some children telling their parents that, Daddy, you're supposed to fasten your belt. If the dad is using phone while driving, say, Dad, you're not supposed to use phone while driving. Road safety will arrest you. So those things, the gospel is spreading from the youth, from being a kid, kindergarten. A child knows it's not good to use phone. That means you have planted that seed, and he or she will grow with it. So we continue, and that is why I always appeal to the media houses to give a helping hand. Let's get it right. Road safety is highly capital intensive. FRSA law cannot do it. That was why the Corps made a policy shift, encouraging the states to set up the state traffic management agencies.
So like the last month
we have it in Lagos. At least we have it in about 12 states now. So that, one, our own advocacy, enlightenment, education can be complemented by them. Areas we cannot cover, they can reach there. And we've gotten commitment also from the NURTW this year that they will give us massive support. Road Transport Employer Association, NATO, NUPEN PTD, that they will comply. So we believe by the grace of God that all their members will cooperate.
We'll just have to end it there. We have definitely run out of time. Mr. Boboye Oyeyemi, thank you so much for spending time with us on Question Time, and we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
It's indeed heartwarming that the leadership of the Federal Road Safety Corps has been entrusted to who you may call an insider, someone who's been part of the system for quite a long time now, and one who certainly knows the challenges that lie ahead, not just for the Corps, but for all Nigerian road users, whether young or old. Our guest believes a lot has been achieved in some of the policies being put in place, especially with the help of information communication technology and in trying to meet global set standards by way of enlightenment and indeed enforcement. While we hope that as time goes on, Nigerians continue to see the need why they must adhere to the existing traffic laws and rules so as not to fall victim as defaulters, efforts by the FRSC must also be stepped up via campaigns, as well as ensuring their presence is felt in as many local governments in the country, and by consequence, an increase in Corps officials on the roads to be able to keep a closer watch on making them safe for everyone. And that also includes making sure that the database of all registered vehicles in the country is well managed now and into the future to make work a lot easier for security agencies for the sake of investigation when the need arises. Hopefully, the campaign slogan, "To save a life," will become part of our psyche, and we all will be the better for it. Well, that's our package this week. Do send your questions, comments, and suggestions to questiontime@channelstv.com or watch online via channelstv.com. That's on our YouTube platform. Till next week, I'm Ayatunde Balogun, and it's bye for now.